Hi, it's Cole from Band Hammer Games. And this is something I kind of want to try. I don't know how long we'll keep doing it, but I kind of just want to talk about things that I like, you know. Um, Especially if there's something that I'm super excited about and I want to spark a conversation with other people about it. And so I think the first one is probably gonna be about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So like, right there. I'm recording this literally Wednesday night. Um, Wednesday, 2 days before uh, it goes live, I guess. Um, I plan on streaming it, twitch.tv/banhammergames, which we'll put a link in the description so that you can just click and follow me there. But yeah, I kind of just want to gush about how excited I am for these games. Um, so yeah, let's jump into it. First off, I love all of the starters. I think they're all really cool. Um, I have not looked up any spoilers beyond the starter evolutions. I was really hoping that the Pokemon Company would kind of show what they look like. They have not. So I took it upon myself to look at and to discover those, just to kind of see, because I couldn't really pick which one I wanted. I was equally torn between Quaxley, Fuecoco, and Sprigatito, so I really needed to see what those final evolutions were in order to formulate my opinion. Um, actually take these off because my mic picks up everything and I hate that. Okay. Um I saw the starter evolutions and I think I'm gonna go with Fuecoco. Even though I'm kind of not excited to have a fire starter. Because I haven't had a fire starter. Well, I guess Litten was my last fire starter, which seems like a long time ago, but that was what, 2016? Something like that? 2016, 2017? 4 or 5 years ago. And I did Litten for both Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun, and well, for Sun and then Ultra Sun. Yeah. Um, I normally go with the water starters, but I've kind of been open to the idea of picking whatever one that I like, and I think I'm gonna go with Fuecoco. Although depending on how quick I can restart my game, I have an extra Switch now, and I'm gonna get both versions, so I can absolutely set up a trade with myself from one game to another. Um, Also, I am playing Scarlet first on stream, Violet by myself, so I can. Scarlet is for all the new Pokemon, so I can experience all the new Pokemon. I'll only catch the new ones, or anything to do with new Pokemon. And in Violet, which I'll play by myself, and maybe I might transition to stream later on after all that, experiencing all the game and whatnot for the first time. Excuse me. Um, we might go to that, but I'll be catching and using the Pokemon that I want to use in those. One's like Mareep, who's my all-time favorite Pokemon. Um, I saw that Talonflame's in there. I love Talonflame. Talonflame's great. Go-Go. Go-Go is absolutely like up there in my top 10 for sure. I haven't had a game with Go-Goat since X. Also, Sawsbuck and Deerling are in there, and multiple forms for Sawsbuck, and I love Sawsbuck. So, having the ability to play with the Sawsbuck, even if it's just like for one gym or whatever, I catch it, I level it up, occasionally bring it out, whatever. It'd be nice to actually have that. And Sawsbuck and Deerling haven't been in a game since Black and White 2. So it's been a while. So I'm really excited for that. Um, but yeah, I'll be playing Scarlet first, 10 a.m. Friday morning. So come join. Actually, this might be up after I go live. I don't know. I'm not gonna do a lot of editing in this. We're just gonna kind of put an intro, maybe put an outro. I don't know. Just gonna kind of throw it up there. Um, but yes, I'll be doing that. I'm all over the place. My ADHD is really kicking in. We're gonna stream Scarlet on Friday at 10 a.m. twitch.tv/banhammergames. Okay, that's all there. Um, I've the other Pokemon that have been shown off. I haven't really grown attached to any of them from what we've seen so far. I'm slowly really liking Grafaiai, just really slowly coming into it. At first, I wasn't a huge fan of it, but it's working now. Farigiraf for sure. Farigiraf is awesome. I love Farigiraf. Very excited to play with that. And I'm kind of drawing a blank on the others that have been shown. Oh, Lechonk. I actually really, really like Lechonk. So Lechonk will be on the team, at least for a little bit. Lechonk might be like a rotating member. I plan to have as many rotating as possible because the auto battling features are actually pretty nice and pretty easy, theoretically. Um, but I don't know because I haven't actually done it and used it. I gotta stop hitting the table because my mic picks it up. um, yeah, so I'm really excited to see all the new Pokemon, all the new areas, all the new gym leaders, how Team Star works, um, the Titan Pokemon. We saw that there's like a past form and future form of Donphan, for example. I'd really like to see more of that stuff. So just in general, I'm super excited. I haven't been this excited for a Pokemon game. I was gonna say since Sword and Shield. I was really excited for Sword and Shield, but I was not this level of excited for Sword and Shield. So, um, I don't know. I think maybe Black and White might have been like, because every day when Black and White came out, I was checking Cerebi.net. I was checking to see if there's any new Pokemon. I was subscribed to a YouTube channel. I would check them every day. Well, actually, I don't think I was subscribed, but I would check the YouTube channel every day, um, and they would post like news or potential leaks or whatever. Because back then, this was before there was a worldwide release for Pokemon, so we didn't get Pokemon until like 6 months or so after Japan got it. So the entire game was basically spoiled. Um, but I was kind of like building my team. I would like spend a lot of time looking up Pokemon and whatnot, picking out which ones I wanted and stuff for Black and White. And I was super into that. So that might have been like the most hyped I've been for a game. Um, I like my expectations are tempered because Sword and Shield existed, and don't get me wrong, I love Sword and Shield. It was a lot of fun to play. I enjoyed all the quality of life changes that they made. I love the graphic design. I love the sounds, especially that gym theme. I'm not usually at one for like music and games and stuff like that, but that gym theme sticks with me with like the crowd cheering and whatnot, and like mm, I love it. Um, but that game was not great. It was not great, but I still had a ton of fun playing it. I put a lot of hours into it. I explored a lot. I loved the DLCs. They were exactly what I wanted in a DLC. It was a new area, new things to do, adding new Pokemon in, all tons of fun. Um, and I know people were like, "Oh, those areas should have been in the game." Not as DLC, but actually like in the game. I don't think so. I think they each offered enough of a difference from the actual main game that it was totally warranted that they would come later and separate because they would add their own thing. Um, and $30 for that DLC pass compared to another $60 game. No thanks. I'll take that DLC any day. Plus, you can use the DLC for like it saves for multiple profiles, which is really nice. Um, yeah, so I'm super excited for Scarlet and Violet, the video game, and I think I might be even more excited for the trading card game, because we're kind of going back to uh, similar to what GXs were, or like back in Ruby and Sapphire days with like EXs, like the lowercase EX, where you would evolve from a basic single prize up into a multi prize stage one or stage two Pokemon. So the game is a little bit slower in that aspect, right? Um, And the from what we've seen, those stage 2 EXs are gonna be thick. I think the Magnezone had like 330 HP or something like that. Which, power creep in Pokemon aside, every game is power creep, right? The HP increase is annoying because that means the damage has to increase, for example. And that's just gonna kind of be annoying to deal with, you know? Um, but anyway, I digress. I have not played a format where, like, I didn't play in the Sun and Moon format really. I like the tail end where the tag teams were a thing, and tag teams were an absolute mistake. I think we all can agree to that. They were not designed with the best intentions. Let's put it that way. A single card three prizer that was super strong. That's not it, Chief. But yeah, so I missed out on the GXs, where you would like evolve up, and so now a lot of the cards in the set aren't going to be bulk anymore because those baby evolutions. Like, let's take Mareep and Ampharos for example. We already know that there's an Ampharos EX coming out. It's going to be in one of the I think it's gonna be in either the themed or in Japan. It's in like a one of their theme decks where it's like I think it's Fuecoco and Ampharos. I think Ampharos EX. I don't remember off the top of my head, but Ampharos EX is there, which means that now I get to play Mareep and Flaffy and Ampharos EX all in the same deck. So before, the only playable Mareep and Flaffy really um, were a pair. You wouldn't even go into the Ampharos because it was the Dynamotor ability, basically. Is it Dynamotor? I think it is. I think it's called Dynamotor. Um, so that was so like that news is really cool, and I can't wait to actually play in formats where that is a thing. So I'm super excited for that. We don't know anything really beyond that. We know that there's two different EX symbols. There's like a crystal EX, and then there's like just a regular basic EX symbol. So I don't know how that's gonna work. Also, they've got to do something with like they're not primals, but they're like past and future forms. How are they gonna be implemented the into the game? How is terrestrialization gonna be entered? Like, not entered into the game, but like adapted into the game. I don't know, and I'm super excited for it. Um, right now we're seeing Crown Zenith spoilers, which is going to be the last set of Sword and Shield period, and then we move on to Scarlet and Violet base set. So those reveals should be coming up pretty soon, considering the game drops in 2 days. Well, less than a day. Well, is it Thursday at midnight or is it Friday midnight? Either or, whenever Australia shop can get it, you'll have it. I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna pick up my games in person. So, um, yeah, the games are gonna come out. I think we predict because Crown Zenith starts to get released January 20th, which is my mom's birthday, so it's kind of nice. Um, so it'll be released January 20th, which means that I would assume probably February or March is when we'll get Scarlet and Violet base set. Um, so that is super hype. I gotta start saving my pennies because I really want to get a case of the base set. Um, and the only reason I want to get a case of the base set is because a lot of the cards in base sets tend to be format staples for a very long time. Um, so like Evolution Incense, for example, I think that was a base set. Um, I don't have one on me. Actually, maybe I do. So I got this Mew deck here, and I just thought that maybe it is. Maybe it isn't here. I was gonna say Switch, but Switch just got a reprint anyway, so it wouldn't be. Maybe it's not. That's rather unfortunate. Yeah, the Mew deck doesn't have Evolution Intense. It's a shame. I haven't updated that yet because I'm not a huge fan of the Mew deck, but I think it'd be really nice to have it. Um, so yeah, that's why we're doing that. Also, Crown Zenith as a set in general looks amazing. Like all of the alt arts for that set are so cool. They're just like the arts are so cool. Regigigas, V Star has a cool new art. I don't think that card's good, but the art's really cool. Semiseer also has some really funny art. Uh, we've seen Leafeon, Glaceon all art, like V Star all arts. Those are phenomenal. Like the list goes on and on. Every all art that's come out has been a banger, and um, it's not just in the Crown Thunder, but whenever they started the all arts, and I think it was Brilliant Stars. Not all art, but Trainer Gallery. Let's just say Trainer Gallery because they had all arts before, and they were pretty okay too. But the Trainer Gallery specifically have been absolutely phenomenal. They've been so cool, so good. Um, and I'm excited to see if Scarlet and Violet's going to take that forward because I think not only adding a new rarity to the game, like not necessarily a rarity, but an alternate art for existing cards is super nice because it drives the prices down for especially for like the heavily played ones. Makes things cheaper for people, which I'm a huge proponent for cheaper cards in card games. I think cards should be affordable for everybody, and I hate paywall not paywalls, but like gates to entry. So I think I think Isabella and Blanche might be back from their walk, which means I'm gonna wrap it up. I've also been talking for like 17 minutes, which is a lot. I'm just super excited for Pokemon. So my binders fell because I'm going through things and we're gonna be making Hisuian Arcanine V because I saw Azul's list for that and that looks really cool. So I'll be putting that together. Um, yeah, I will catch you guys streaming. You know, again, Friday morning. Friday and Saturday are my big days to stream, and then I'm probably gonna be doing. I don't know during the week, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. I can probably only commit to one night a week to stream, unfortunately. But I might be able to do it during the days after I get off of work. So we'll keep that tentative, but for sure, Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to whenever I have to get off. We'll be doing that. Hopefully, every Friday I can put these out because I enjoy getting my thoughts and opinions out. So, yeah. I will see you guys streaming or next Friday, I think. So, goodbye.